Hello everybody, my name is Mark, this is Riffle, Shuffle, and Roll, and today you're here to learn how to play a game called Blokus Duo. If it's your first time visiting the channel, please hit subscribe and the bell so you're notified about new games every week. If you've played chess, checkers, Othello, or any of those other classic two-player games, then you will probably be interested in Blokus Duo. This is a modern classic for sure. So let's dive in and learn how to play. The game board is composed of 196 squares. Each player will begin the game with 21 pieces ranging from 1 square to 5 squares. So in my house we follow the same rules as chess. White will go first, black will go second. To determine who is which color, one of the players should take one of each, mix them up in their hands, and then offer it to the other player. The player chooses, and the color they choose is the color they will be for the game. To begin the game, white will go first. They will pick any piece that they want, and they must place this piece on one of the 2 starting spots. It does not matter which square of the piece that they cover the starting spot with. You can place it however you want as long as one of the squares are covering that starting space. Then black goes, following the same rule. They can pick any piece to begin with and place it so that the starting space is covered. And then once that occurs, play continues with each player taking turns picking one piece at a time and playing them. So what are the rules for placement? Well, a player cannot place a piece so that sides are touching. So this is illegal. Pieces can only connect corner to corner. So this is a fine move. Players are not allowed to play pieces freely. After that first piece is laid, every other piece must connect to a previously laid piece corner to corner. So we also cannot do that because it is not connected to one of our pieces. So play continues with each player taking turns playing pieces onto the board. The objective is to try to get as many pieces onto the board as possible. All right, now black chooses to play the square and they play it right here. This move is just fine. Their corners are touching, so they've connected it to a piece they've previously played, and it is okay for their piece's sides to touch an opponent's piece's sides. That is fine. Now, here is what the white player can do to show some aggression and to actually work their way into black's territory. So they're going to go ahead and take their 2 squared white piece and play it right here. Black's going to play right here. And white now has a doorway where they can play a piece right in between. So now we can see a battle has started between white and black for this area. White's going to be able to possibly curve around, create as many corners as possible to allow for connections for more pieces to be played, while black is going to try like heck to get their pieces out and around to keep white from doing that. Play will continue with each player placing as many pieces as they can. The game ends once both players are unable to play any more pieces. If, for example, white is blocked, they are done, and black can continue to play until they are blocked as well. So once both players are blocked, the game ends and it's time to tally up your score. To determine your score for the round, you will earn a point for each square that is not on the board. The object here is to actually have the lowest score by the end of the game. This piece has 4 squares, so it is worth 4 points. If a player is able to play all of their pieces by the end of the game, they deduct 15 points from their score. So it would be -15. If you're able to play all of your pieces and then you lay the single square as your last piece, you deduct 20 points from your score. This game can be played over multiple rounds, alternating who goes first each round. Determine how many rounds you want to play, or what score you want to play to before you begin. The player with the lowest score at the end of the game wins.